There's other projects. Look at Hajime. Hajime was a botnet that came out like a couple of months after Mirai. And Hajime is a special botnet in that sense that most of the botnets that we saw until then were connecting to a central command and control server. So whenever the bot infected the device, it makes a connection to a central infrastructure where the attacker can send commands to that infrastructure and communicate with all his bots that are connected to that same server. Hajime was a distributed peer-to-peer botnet, which means it didn't use a central server. It used a BitTorrent network. You know BitTorrent, which is a distributed network for sharing files. It uses DH tables, so hash tables. That way it can find other resources across the globe. Now in Hajime, it was communicating through files on the torrent network, on BitTorrent. So, and those files were encrypted with a private key, and only the one who has the private key, so only the one with the keys to the botnet, was able to send commands to his botnet. Also, these devices were built to automatically scan, like Mirai. They scan by themselves, and whenever they found the victim, they published that into BitTorrent, and then another device, not the same device, but another device, would take that victim and start to infect it. So it was like a self-sustaining botnet. So there's no central server that you can take out. They're replicating and they're moving. And it took a long time before this whole botnet was gone from the internet because it's like a living organism. There was no way to take it down. So, and Hajime never carried any attack payload. Hajime just came in, kicked out and cleaned up whatever bots were already on the device, closed all the ports, allocated all the ports that no new bots could come in and infect that device. And it just stayed there.